We are live. What would a live on a Thursday morning be at Circle Leadership headquarters without a small technical problem with the whiteboarding on the screen again? I've been playing for the last 15 minutes to get that live and working, and I think we have it at the moment, so we're going to see how we go, but it may drop out along the way. Anyway, we're here, we're live. It's exciting to be back. We're going to be talking about some really cool stuff about mission. It's something we've been focusing on a lot this past few weeks, and we've got some exciting things to share with you because I think there's a sometimes what we would call a misconception, or let's say, no, let me be fair. I want to be fair with this because the way we've done mission in the past may have served us at that time, but I'm not sure the way that we look at mission today in an organization is serving us today. So I really want to challenge the way we think about the concept of mission in organizations. Now, traditionally, mission statements in organizations have been those things that have been sitting up on the wall for 20 years. Our mission is, and it's this all-encompassing statement about who we are and what we do and who we do it for and why we do it and everything like that. And they may have served us as organizations back in those days. Now, as we look at mission today and going forward in a more modern context, I guess, I always go back to military. And if you look at mission, so my son was an infantry soldier in the Canadian military, and his regiment would be sent on a mission. And then once that mission was complete, they'd come back, rest, and then they'd be preparing to go on another mission. And then come back and then rest and then go on to another mission, and then so on and so on. And those missions, that set of missions or series of mission sets would then add up to a bigger picture. And I think this is really important to understand in context for business. Mission is a lot more shorter term. When you're thinking about 10 or 20 years time, that's your vision. That's not your mission. So firstly, mission is not vision. Vision is the impact that you want to have on the world that you see, that you want to help create, the world that you want to bring into reality because your business existed. Now, the other misconception about mission is sometimes it's confused with purpose. Sometimes we think that our mission is our purpose. And our mission isn't our purpose. Our mission is us executing on our purpose. Our purpose is, why does our business exist? The problem it's here to passionately solve in the world. So we have our purpose, which is that problem we want to passionately solve, which is why we get up and go to work every day. We have a vision of the world, which is the impact that we want to have long-term in our world. Then our mission, where it sits, where it should sit, is actually your mission then is how do we execute on that purpose towards that vision? Okay, and this is really important to understand. That's what mission is. Now, also, if you take a look at your organization, if you go back to 2019, end of 2019, dare I say early 2020, your business as it was then pre-pandemic, is it the same as it is now? In most businesses, not likely. Now, is your business today going to be exactly the same 3 years from now? So let me do this better for you on the screen. So if I go, here's where my business was 3 years ago to where it is today. Is this business I have today going to be the same in the next 3 years? Most likely not, because business is a series of evolutions. So mission is just the next evolution of our business, right? And if you start to use mission in this way, what it does is it starts to help you to evolve as an organization. And then as you're setting up what that next evolution of your business is, please keep in mind that you should be setting it up in a way where this mission is not only there to evolve you, but to evolve and stay relevant. And that sometimes the challenges people have with setting a new mission is what you're being asked to do is to imagine a business that does not yet exist, an organization that does not yet exist, into this future that you will go from where you are and evolve into that to stay relevant. Okay, so let's take a look at that from a whiteboard. Fingers crossed, please, everybody here, that this is going to work. It's showing up at least at this stage. So as I've alluded to already, mission is not purpose. So purpose is there to engage people. Okay, so this is why our business exists. All right, and if you've seen us do work on the on purpose before, we look at the crossover, the two circles here. So let me just draw that a little bit better for you guys. Oops. You can see I'm being very tentative with this today. So we've done this before here. So whatever you're passionate about and their problem right in the middle there, that's where your purpose exists. Okay, So we have our purpose is there to engage people. Then what we want to do is, what I haven't talked about already, is we have to have our values clearly defined. Because our values, as they sit here, are the guardians of our purpose. Okay, so as we get up every single day to lead, live, and love our purpose in the organization, the problem we're passionate about solving, these values are kind of like the guardians of our purpose. They make sure that we stay on track. And they should lead us towards, tentatively moving the screen, towards this vision that we have of the world, which may be 10 to 20 years out. Okay, so imagine in 10 to 20 years out, we have this amazing, inspiring picture of the world that we see that we want to create. So every day we get up to live our purpose through the lens of our values to create this world that we want to see. And then mission, where it comes in then, is here, is you may have a series of missions as you move towards your vision. So what we want to do is go, okay, so if this is where we are today, and here's where our business exists, in the next 3 years, in the next 3 years, oh gosh, very tentative with the tech today. In the next 3 years, let's try that again. Who do we need to become as an organization to start creating that world that we see? Now, please understand that once we become that, then we go, well, then who do we need to become next? And then who do we need to become next to eventually bring this world into reality? Let's shrink it down. There we go. All right. So what we've been able to do is then we go, okay, now I know why I come to work every single day. I know how I uniquely think about that. I know the world that we want to create. And then I go, okay, let's reverse engineer that back. If this is 10 years from now, 3 years from now, who do we need to become as an organization? And this is when we talk about that mission is born from vision. Your mission is to build the organization that helps you to create the world that you see. And that's just the first evolution of that business, then the next evolution, and then the next evolution, until you've actually become the organization that you need to be to have brought that vision into reality. Okay, so mission is just the next evolution of your business. So your mission is there to evolve you and your business. And then what you'll be able to do then is go, your strategy then comes from your mission. And we'll talk a little bit about that later, but I'll allude to it now. So if that's where we need to be in 3 years, what do we need to be 2? Where do we need to be 1? And what do we need to be working on in the next 90 days then to start moving forward with that? You'll be able to build the horizons for your organization as you move forward. Okay, so please understand, mission is not purpose. Mission is not vision. Our purpose, guided by our values, live 3,650 days or 7,300 days in a row, will create this world that we see, this vision. Then we go back to a shorter term mission, and we say, well, in the next 3 years then, who do we need to become to start creating that world? Because once we become that, then we go, who do we need to become next? And then who do we need to become next? And then we keep working our way up until we've brought this vision of the world into reality. So let me just see now if I can get this back on screen here. We did it. We managed to get through the technology today. So that's mission. Please understand, mission is the next evolution of your business. Who do you need to become? So as you're crafting out your mission statement, it should be, we will, or, we are. If you want to write in first person present tense, you can do that as well. But we will become the whatever. What are you going to put your stamp on? What are you going to put your flag in the ground and go, we're going to become the educators, the facilitators, the model, the whatever it is that you're going to be. We're going to become a global community of purpose-driven leaders. That's our mission in the next 3 years. We want to create this global, for us to create the world that we see, we need to build this global community. So we must become the global community of purpose-driven leaders. So that's our mission for the next 3 years. What's your mission for the next years? Business is a series of evolutions. What's the next evolution of your business? That's your mission. Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in. We kept this one under 10 minutes. We managed to do it with tech, which is really cool. We have a mission workbook if you'd like to help you craft your mission statement out. And so you can help build that mission from your vision and create that total alignment so that you can start to go, well, who do we need to become to start bringing that world into reality? If you just put hashtag mission evolves in the comments anywhere, we'll make sure that Jordan gets you a copy of our mission workbook. Thanks very much. Any comments, questions after watching this video? For those of you who didn't watch it live, those of you who did, thank you for tuning in. Those of you who watch it later, please throw any questions in. We'll be glad to answer them for you. Until next week, we're going to expand a little bit more on actually how you actually can use mission to bring it into reality now. How do you start becoming that organization? So stay tuned for that for next week.